spoilers for Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Now, if you are here, you are no doubt curious about the Jedi voice cameos that present to Rey towards the end of the movie. And what I aim to do here is explain which characters they are, what actors are portraying them, and what they're actually saying. I think I've mostly figured it out, but because I like my kneecaps intact, what I'm going to have to do here is put the quote from each up on the screen in the order that they happen, as opposed to putting in pirated audio, which, you know, I'm sure you can understand. Some of them are a bit hard to catch. I've cross-checked a bunch of these, but I'm still fairly confident there are mistakes here. That being said, if you do have any suggestions or adjustments, if you want to leave that in the comments, that'd be great. And if you could like this video, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you like, stick around after this, 'cause I'm going to talk about what this means for the fate of certain characters, and also an actual voice-recorded message that I can use that's from the Emperor that's not actually in the movie. Anyways, here are the quotes.
You have become a far greater Jedi than I could ever hope to be. And it was about you.
Master Skywalker should be proud.
I know. I can sense it.
Life creates it. Makes it grow.
Always remember, your focus determines your reality.
I say patience.
We still need your help.
And another beginning.
May the Force be with us all.
Yes, Master.
It is close enough to the earlier attack.
I wish that were so.
Surrounds us, penetrates us, it binds the galaxy together.
Time it is.
Your powers are growing so quickly you weren't prepared.
In time, you'll learn to use it as I have.
And I will not be the last Jedi.
Also, to cap it off, there's a bunch of voices shouting or saying Rey at various points throughout this sequence. They're all doing it. They're having a blast. I do also feel like there was a missed opportunity here to actually see some Force ghosts. I know a lot of people are saying that Anakin should have been included. Was there anyone that you guys watching this would have liked to have seen? Or even some other Jedi that were excluded? Now, if you were wondering how the heck they got Alec Guinness, famous actor, who's also famously dead, to say the name Rey, well, they actually did the same thing for what they did in that Forceback scene from The Force Awakens. Now, of course, I could explain to you how this happens, but wouldn't you rather have Ewan McGregor do that for you? Of course you would. If it was up to all of us, this would be his YouTube channel, and I'd be dead.
But they got Alec Guinness to do Rey, which is extraordinary because he's not alive anymore. But they found...
JJ is really impressive, yeah.
Amazing what they can do these days. But they found, they got a line of him as Obi-Wan Kenobi saying afraid, and then they just cut the A and the D off it and they got the Rey. And then they used that. So Alec Guinness is saying Rey.
Okay, but what do all these cameos mean for the survival of these characters? Well, every one of them is confirmed dead, with the exception of Ahsoka. The last we saw of her was post Return of the Jedi in the finale of Rebels, where she's heading off into the unknown regions with Sabine Wren to find Ezra Bridger. Her appearing in this, though, I don't feel necessarily means that she's dead. She's been presumed dead before, and if she was alive, that would make her about 70 years old. It is, of course, possible that she had a run-in with Palpatine in the unknown regions and didn't survive, but again, that's not to say that she could be sending a message as a living being. Also, it's worth noting that although Kanan is heard, his apprentice Ezra isn't, meaning despite him disappearing, he's probably also alive? I mean, a lot of this is pure speculation on my behalf, and the fate of Ezra and Ahsoka will no doubt be explored in an upcoming project, probably from Dave Filoni, seeing as those are really his characters. I mean, you know, they belong to Disney, but he'd get super upset if they messed with them without his permission. Oh, and as for that final message from the Emperor, well, it's mentioned in the opening crawl that a mysterious broadcast is heard with the voice of the Emperor confirming his survival. That broadcast was actually released online, and here it is now.
At last, the work of generations is complete. The great error is corrected. The day of victory is at hand. The day of revenge. The day of the Sith.
Well, there you go. Fancy that. Anyways, like I said, if you have any adjustments to any of this or theories surrounding the fate of certain characters, I'd love to hear it. And if you do want to subscribe, there's a very extensive Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker Easter egg video, which may already be out by the time you are watching this. I'll link it at the end and below. Also, I have a podcast called The Weekly Planet where we talk movies and comics and TV shows. That comes out every Monday morning, and this Monday is going to be a spoiler-heavy review of The Rise of Skywalker. The things we liked, the things we didn't like. You know what a podcast is. It can be a good fun time. Come along if you like. But thanks for watching this video. I appreciate it. Take care.